Let's fight against some horrible witches. I just think about the setup for the witches. I don't need to bother keeping bludgeons to stun people because my brothers can just disarm each other if they get mind controlled. It'll be a nighttime fight, so Volvo, if you can set this one out. Undead trophy, not yet. The undead trophy makes you unmind controllable, doesn't it? Yeah, indeed it does. What the hell was that sound? There was a drinking sound there. Did the witches drink something? I am a confused. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get whipped, nerd. Get resisted, bitch! Ah, fuck, is 4 of them? Oh my word. Gelmar, get up on the high ground there, watch us do our work. Oh, that's true, night vision potion. Okay, let me think of that. Oh, fucking hell, Stobbie. Details. Absolute tit. Oh, it's counting him as the... Oh, right, okay, never mind. You lads, just get fucking up there. Get into... bitches' faces. I fucking hate them. Oh god, he could whip my nobleman. Would be less than ideal. Almost like these bitches now are moving back, so my bannerman needs to get up there to help with AoE. Mind resist. Fuck it, I just need to get into contact with these bitches. Just decapitate them whenever I can. I wonder if I made a mistake. Shouldn't I have finished off the unhold first? That's dodging. They actually use quick hands. That very often the AI doesn't do that. I think I've made a pig's ear of this already. Ow. Ow! I fucking hate these bitches, they are the worst! Just can't move. Fucking annoying the shit out of me. I've totally fucked this up. I should have stuck together and killed the unhold first. Fucking hate Texan! See, they're too far away from the bannerman, so they can't resist the mind control. Die already! Jesus! So as usual, I'm making the fights way harder than they need to be. Nice resisting, lads. That's what we want to see. Fucking 5 hit points left on Goliath. 8 left on Coman. We've got to be super careful with him. I don't think she's hexed. Is she attached to anyone? No. Oh, Onimaru. Needed that. I could swear this moving backwards behavior they're doing is pretty new. I certainly haven't encountered it before. Fuck off! I think Goliath is probably dead here. No, I can hold that guy in position, but that chick is... Yeah. Okay, so she is connected, so... Just wait. Get that bitch. Both of these are connected to other people. Oh, they're both brown. They're both connected to Russian. They really want Russian dead. Oh, there you go. Connected to Onimaru as well. Okay. Well, now I'm wishing I had brought some bludgeons along so I could at least stun these bitches. Once you finally get into contact, you can stun them. Stop them from casting spells, because their abilities don't seem to have much in the way of cooldowns. Get resisted! Come on! Fucking... So fucking annoying. I played that so fucking badly. Good lord. And that's a different setup. Okay, interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dire wolves and 1 witch. Yeah, I typically do that. I don't know. I'm not playing very well tonight. I didn't bother with doing that, which I really should have. It's details like that are so important. Get resisted, you fucking hooah. Now this time, for goodness sake, let's keep our bannerman in the center of the formation. Give everyone that mind resist buff. It's interesting how different this mission is now. Like the variance between one unhold and a bunch of witches. That is so much harder than this. This is way easier. Dodged. Hexen is really... When it's a group of just Hexen, it's so hard. It just swings the numbers advantage so quickly. Similar to how if Nacht says, eat your lads, turns the whole fight on its head. Get resisted! So it feels like he's been fucking mind controlled forever. 2 turns. Actually, if you have that holdout skill, then technically you would only be mind controlled for 1 turn, so... I've never felt like it's been worth it taking holdout on anyone. Get her. Ugh. Hexen. That is the endless debate with this game. What do you drop? Nice, give me a patrol. Excellent. Money, money, money. Let's go fight undead. We need to fight 24 or more. And like Gagnia, he's getting there. 2,500 XP more. 3 and a bit. A lot more for Aegis and a lot more for Levitsmere. Right, what's in there? Orcs. Oh yes, hideout of the depth. What? Let's hope it's got the same setup that it had, or the same amount of enemies as last time, and the same distribution of enemies. I hope so. Necromancer, Armored, Vidagangurus, Fallen Heroes, and Geists. That's very hard, but it's worth a try. We should be able to take out the Geists, no problem with our whips. And then as long as my 2 archers can take out the Necromancer, we should be good. The Fallen Heroes can be tricky, but we've got Warhammers to punch through their armor. I believe it's all the status effects. That's bleeding, poisoned, mind-controlled, dazed, stunned. Okay, the shitty thing here is this is a dreadful terrain setup, because now getting eyes on that Necromancer is going to be a fucking impossibility. We don't have a Falcon. I need to reset the fight and get a terrain setup that isn't disastrous like that. Shooting uphill, indirect fire against a Necromancer, even if you can see him. Not good. Much better. Again, I hate to save scum this much, but I mean, we did say at the start of the campaign that's what we were going to do. Remember, it's all about sprinting towards the super late game content. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He should be just in range. 8. You got to move 2 squares forward. Let's put it. Lads, draw the front line here. I think that ought to do it. When I started to realize that you could whip Geists from distance, it was such a revelation. For me, the way to take care of Geists would always be great swords and use split, and even that is really difficult. That's fucking scary. I've also observed that behavior with Geists, where if you get the timing right, they will move forward, and then you can have, if you wait, they can move forward, then you can sprint forward to get into contact with them. But it's very difficult to do that here. We are going to have to take at least all 4 of these screams on the next turn. Fucking morale break straight away. What the fuck? How can you? Oh, that damn boulder is in the way. Og. Lads. Okay, that's not at all what I was thinking was going to happen there. Fuck. Come on, these things are hard to hit. 260s. There we go, Paragon. Showing the lads how it's done. Okay, that's scary that he's coming towards us, but at least now the Necro is exposed. Well, in a situation like that, if they aren't revealed, I'll just run away and reset. I do like the fact that they've changed. If you catch them in melee range, they stop screaming and they start attacking you. I seem to recall for the longest time in that situation, they would just keep screaming at you. We'll see there it does it there. Get him, Animaru. Oh, great shot. Come on, boys. Do we need to raise morale? We do not. Hallelujah, the ghosts are dead. Let's get to zombie chopping. This didn't give us our ambition we needed. We needed, what, 24 enemies? Shield bash, nerd. Wouldn't worry about it. Animaru is going to pot shot that Necromancer on the next turn. And Varwolf is going to be in range as well pretty soon. Oh, Rolo the legend. That was incredible, the zombie punching. Again, I actually don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. It's a percent. 41, that's really high for an indirect shot.
And there was much rejoicing.
Oh, shot, Animaru. A fine shot. Ha 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 ha. Oops, sorry. Jolly good shot. Awfully well shot, I do say. Rotation. Best perk in the game. But these nerds are going to rise up again, so just chill there for a turn. Here's where it gets scary, but we're just going to keep him whipped and disarmed. Has the keyboard been drinking heavily? You're just blaming it on the keyboard. It might actually be worth thinking about some of my torturers to just use recover now, because we're going to need a lot of fatigue to be available to disarm that guy. Dead, scary. Ooh, a fighting axe. Yes, please. And I hope Ration can reach there. That could be a problem. Whew. Ration, you legend. In fact, you just conserve your fatigue and just do that. Even if you do nothing but that once a turn, that's fine. Love a warbow. Good. Zombie nibble. My favorite attack in the game. Nice dodging, lads. Just a reminder, boys, we are really, really close to getting two-handed Warhammer Fest 2019. So our four Hammer Masters are, 2 of them are level 10 and the other ones are level 6 and 7. And like as soon as they hit level 11, we celebrate by buying them a two-handed Warhammer and letting them go to work. So good. The Berserker chain does have a very satisfying sound, but the two-handed mace also has an incredibly satisfying... It's not a thunk, it's not a crunch, it's a beautiful combination of a thunk and a crunch. Very good. Okay, so Ikri is in trouble there. We need to rotate him out. No, clonk, long. Rotate with Coman. I do very much miss using that Warhammer we had with the 13th Legion. That hammer. The most amazing two-handed weapon I've ever been able to get my hands on. No, just disarm him. Oh, he had his turn completed, then he gets his weapon back. Of course. Russian, you fucking legend. What was that hit chance? 71. That's 4 turns in a row. He's disarmed that fallen hero. Outstanding work. Unfortunately, I think we're unlikely to actually get that fighting axe. He's been able to make a number of attacks with it. So I would suspect that that fighting axe has been damaged. Ow. Five in a row. Ration MVP for this fight. What a ledge. Verified legend. Dodge. Stay down, you tit of a zombie. Oh, one more hit. Don't even need to disarm. I'm gonna back Levitsmere to do the work there. Down you go, big boy. Ah, come on. And stay down. So that's annoying. So we would have got the fighting axe on the first time we killed him. Now he doesn't drop it. Rolo, puncher of zombies, seducer of women, drinker of ale. Verified badass. Okay, so we got 21 of 25. I don't think we're in any shape to take on those unholds right now. 80 at level 9. That's a fucking sad state of affairs for an archer. 82 fatigue at least is getting up there. 85 fatigue. Very nice. Awesome, we got the fighting axe at least. So we're up to 3 fighting axes and 1 long axe. I mean, no jokes, I'm going to want to have a total of 12 axes for fighting Shrut. Can't have too many axes. So 784, that's actually pretty good markup. Don't need any of that. Any of these hand axes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $5,000. I believe it's 47. I have to check the wiki, but it's something around that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. 160 is too expensive for ammo. I think he rolled 47. He rolled max with 3 stars. I remember him being borderline too low. But just getting competent archers in any campaign is such a pain in the ass. Shall we spring for our first two-handed Warhammer? It looks like Gungnir is going to be the first. $2,700 is not bad at all. That puts us down to 900. We're just about to get paid. Okay, cool. So we've got the first of 4 that we need. In fact, depending on what we're fighting, we could even let Gungnir start using his Warhammer. He just doesn't have Indom. And one other skill that I'm forgetting here that he needs. Probably Colossus. But let me just quickly check here. Raider Lad. Killing Frenzy he's got. Oh, right. Indom and Reach Advantage. It's 2 of the more important defensive skills. I'm hoping that with... What's his melee defense? 28 melee defense. And Indom and Reach Advantage and Underdog and Nimble. He should be fairly survivable. Scored 3 days. Let's see if we get lucky with this one. No. Ooh, that's nice and cheap. Yes, please. Oh, look at that. Nets for 47. I'll take all of them. It's so sad seeing that warbow in the inventory, just waiting for a hunter to come and use it. Call them Shrats. Okay, while we're being told about Shrats while we're escorting a caravan, that's unnerving. I mean, speaking of archers, in a playthrough like this, when I'm intending to have 4 archers, I'm perfectly happy to have my first 2 archers be subpar with respect to their range skill. You just need someone who can shoot at all and hit kind of anything. You need to be realistic about the fact that you are going to be hunting for archers for a good long part of the whole game. It takes such a fucking long time to get archers. God. Okay, there's a bandit leader there, so we certainly want daggers in this fight. The daggers. Let's get them, boys. Let's hope that the marksmen don't all have... Ah, that's unlucky. 3 out of the 4 have tier 2 crossbows. Hunters are always a problem. I recall one of my previous YouTube seasons, actually, I didn't even realize, I was like 20 episodes in when one of the viewers pointed out, you realize there's 0 hunters cabins on this map? Yes! A one-handed hammer, yes please. These little marksmen are being pretty sneaky. Fuck this, let's move forward and engage these nerds. Oh, love a warhammer. Nice work, Paragon. So a little while ago I was bemoaning my lack of two-handed maces, but I do think that the whips fill very much the same function. It's not direct crowd control, but it's effective crowd control. Oh god. Tier 2 crossbows on marksmen during the daytime. It is large scale. 170 body armor for, I think it's 19. It's not particularly effective. Or it's efficient, excuse me. Not effective, efficient. Out in the open. Get him! Yes, Onimaru. I'm not going to dagger him. I'm just going to kill him as quick as I can. He is super dangerous with that Warhammer, and I want to kill him before he gets a chance to actually do damage with the Warhammer. Lowers the chance of us getting it. Yes, morale. Large scale is rubbish. I mean, it's, of the newer armors that have been introduced, god, military picks are so scary, even though they're only tier 2 weapons. Of the new armors, I think the Footman's armor, which is 210 for 2024, that's pretty bad. Ouchie, right in the lungs. Come on, kill him. 190, sorry, yeah, it's 190 for over 20 fatigue. Pretty crap, I seem to remember. Good. Come on, one more. You better drop that Warhammer, you bastard. Wow, Onimaru is on fire. Oh, he's not even confident, is he? 85, he's not even confident. Get. Yes! Warhammer! I'll take that. Nice. Oh yeah, 190 for 24 is garbo. I would imagine that is one of the worst armor to fatigue ratios. It's been a while since I've looked at my armor to fatigue ratio table though. Shot. Wolf doesn't want to let Onimaru have all the archery fun. Nice. And yeah. He's got the bloodlust going. Mine save ammo territory yet? I don't think so. I imagine they would be, but I never really even consider the barbarian armors as realistic. I can't imagine I would ever want the barbarian armor. You just gotta keep the donkeys alive. You don't have to keep any of the hands alive, do you? Well, we're about to find out. Get your head stoved in, you piece of human garbage. Oh, I love how my two archers are competing now for who can get the most kills. In the face, in the face. And look at these XP numbers, 425. So Varvolf did 273 damage. Onimaru just edged him out, although Varvolf got more kills. And he took an arrow while doing it. Well done, boyos. So what do we get? We got the Warhammer, which we picked it up already. We got the 200 hat, and we got a heater shield, which is nice. And I think for my backline boys here, who are going to be using quick hands, as nice as the warbow is, I think he's probably better off using a crossbow. More forgiving for a less skilled brother. I have to do something about this. +1 though. Taking a +1 just hurts me. Let's go beefy. Let's go nice and beefy. Well, now Torturer, Berserk time. Are you kidding me? We just defeated a bunch of... Who's got decent body armor? That's 130, that's 130. Looks like the rest of the boys are not that beat up, so we should be in a decent position. Take on these nerds. That Hedge Knight is super scary. I definitely want to double up on the nets. But again, as long as we keep him disarmed, we should be pretty fine. Daggers on everybody except for Verondox. And we're out in the open. Great. I was really worried we would have to fight them in the trees as well, which would have been an advantage for their marksmen. Okay, so the Hedge Knight is wearing beautiful armor that's full scale. Just one of the very best top end. I think it's the second best body armor, on heavy body armor. And a war brand, which isn't that scary, but if he attacks twice with it, that's pretty scary. Hold the position, boys, and try to pick off these marksmen. Onimaru is a fucking beast! That kind of changes things. Like, I would want to move forward here, but I'm not going to give up a height advantage to do so. And the beauty is, Onimaru is not even that good of an archer if you look at his stats. I mean, 85. He's a poacher with 2 stars, and I think he rolled quite low. Yes, come to us, Hedge Knight. No need to disarm. He can only attack once on the next turn. Isn't that scary? Hold the line, boys. Maintain the formation. Let them come to us. Are we? So they're leaving their marksmen out in the open. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for them. No, it does not. Of all of the tier 2 weapons, is the military pick the scariest? I think that's 320 body armor and 285 hat. Might be wrong. Oh, only Maru. Oh, he's finally missed one. And we got plates to keep us safe. Okay, so Verondox, your job is just to keep this dude disarmed. Everybody else, get in there and stabby stab. He's got a piss load of hit points though. Fucking hell. Aegis, have you got a dagger? There's Aegis. Two. If I knock him back, he might go to that position. Swap in with one of the other lads. How good is disarm? Disarm is such an incredibly good skill. MK, he's becoming pretty lethal as well. Even though too, let's see, stream has been up for 2 hours. I'm gonna do like another hour probably. Oh. Fucking, what is that? I know what riposte is, but like, what are those misses? What were those chances? Those were 75s, and they both missed. Oh, it's a chance you take, I suppose. I missed the trick there. I should have actually ran at the marksman. But I suppose he has exposed himself. He should be taken out pretty damn quick. Oh, the Oru legend. Wait till we get a proper marksman. How demoralizing for the Legionnaire. Finally gets his weapon out, only to get disarmed again. Well, you know what? Here's the build on a peasant militia. You have 16 frontline guys, all 16 cleaver specialists. You just disarm the entire enemy team. I have to try that at some point. But that seems a bit like a meme build. Because technically, if all 16 are cleaver specialists, even the guys on the back line can still attack from the back line and do damage. Oh, this has gone well. Oh, killed with the whip. Gruesome. Double whip kill, that's the first. It certainly is rough on the fatigue, which is why you've got 2 lines. You have 2 lines of 8. And then, so only, like your back line will disarm while your front line attacks, or vice versa. But the problem is, though, to be able to do that with the peasants, so that the peasants don't have the high-class brothers, so the stats aren't going to be that great. Oh, nice la. How can you not see that nerd? No, the 029 is the hammer lads are going to use 2-handed warhammers once they reach level 11. We've already bought the first of the 4 warhammers we need. 2-handed warhammers. And I think it's either Emmanuel or it's Gagnier who is like 2000 XP away from being able to use the 2-handed warhammer. Indeed it is. And we haven't even had an undead... Wait, was the first... I think the first late game crisis was undead. But if we fight some ancient legionaries and some ancient honor guards, I want to definitely get him a war scythe. Because I feel like bullhook plus war scythe is the best combo. Obviously bullhook for the armored targets, war scythe for the unarmored targets. Nice. That's a pretty great little armor upgrade for Lavitsmere. He's going from 230 for 30 to 300 to 38. Very nice. 230. We didn't get the face. We didn't get the hat though, did we? No, we did not. You're right. I think it was green skin. It was green skin. I worry about the helmets. I think I need to go heavier on my helmets for the nimble lads. Because look, the head EHP is 214 and the body EHP is 271. Currently we're taking 42% of any damage. I don't want to go lower than 42% though, is the thing. Nice. Aegis up to level 9. Fatigue is slowly getting there. We've got, let's see, Berserk. Let me check the list. Student got, then gifted, then rotation, then recover, then weapon spec, then nimble, then underdog for the raider lad, then... If I can afford underdog, I can take it. One of the Warhammer guys is skipping out. I think it's Emmanuel. He's skipping out on one of the level 11 ones because he took Colossus, which he needed because I think he was brittle and had very, very low hit points. So Aegis, even though he's on the inside flank, let's take underdog. Yes, underdog at 8, Berserk at 9. Could go Killing Frenzy, but I think underdog. Well, you know what? We can get underdog at level 11. He's not going to be using his two-handed weapon until he's level 11 anyway. So let's go Killing Frenzy. Extra damage. Right, who needs a dagger? I seem to recall that there's a butter knife being used by someone. There we go. Didn't we pick up a second Warhammer? Yes, there it is. Verondox is using it. Let's give it to Aegis. Aegis has more accuracy. Oh no, Emmanuel should use it. And I've got a heater shield, so who has the lowest melee resistance? 31 is the lowest there, or 30 on Paragon. Okay, so let's see here. Ikri the Polar Muser. I think can use that closed mail coif. Wait, where did I not keep any bolts? Okay, I could have sworn I had bolts. And Coleman, when he hits 10, we will take bags and belts. But actually, he may as well start shooting with a crossbow as well. 6 vision, 6 range for... Okay, so if you're using a crossbow, you can use a nasal helmet. Oh yes, these closed mail coifs were in storage so that when we once we get more hunters. Okay, I think you're right. I think you're right. Would one of you just pop to the wiki real quick, because I'm pretty sure it is the Sailor helmet is the very best fatigue to armor headpiece. I feel like my head EHP is a bit low, especially considering I haven't been able to work Steelbrow into my build. If I had Steelbrow, I'd feel better about it. It's the crazy thing about this game. There's so much to think about. There's so much to get right. It's so deep. It's so involved. Piss off, brigands. I'm so tired of fighting brigands. That's a bunch of thugs. Yeah, they should bugger off. I don't think they're going to fight us. What's that? Mustering troops. Less items for sale. Buying for more. That's a good place to sell a bunch of... Oh, 375. We bought it for 240. That is a good deal. And we can unload all of our unused stuff here. Oh nice, another Warhammer. I'm quite often tempted to hang on to war brands. War brands can be quite useful for certain engagements, like fighting spiders. I reckon is probably one of the better enemy types. Because if you are webbed, you can use 4 AP to break the web and then 4 again to attack. It's the only two-handed weapon, unless you have polearm specialization. It's the only two-handed weapon that allows you to actually... what was I saying? Fuck, I shouldn't have sold that damn crossbow. Okay. Indeed. So the Zweihander is 150 for 9, but you need to take it out of the cold dead hands of an enemy trooper. If we get the Noble Crisis, we will absolutely be hoping to get Zweihander helmets. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 round shields. It's the -1 vision that's very nice as well. I think I'm hanging on to too many of these pikes. Remember, we need 12 2-tile range weapons. That's 1, 2, 3 because of the Fangshire. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, now I need to count the battle whips as well. So sorry, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can actually sell the long axe and that pike. Keeping track of all of this shit is challenging. How are we for dogs? Let's dog it up a little bit. Gee, we got plenty dogs. Right, onwards. This is one hell of an epic caravan escort. Where are we going? Feilstein. Is it one of the big ones? Some huts. It's just a village. Damn. Oh, here we go. So I can think of only Paragon to be dumb enough to race a horse. I've been told someone who's dumb. Hey! I've never actually got this before. You elect Paragon, the company's biggest idiot, to be your horse racing champion. The horse's owner takes one look at the man and raises an eyebrow. Well, alright. Rules of the race are clear. First to a distant apple tree is the winner. The man and animal line up the track. Pretending that he knows what he's doing, Paragon crouches in a tri-pointed stance. The horse owner yells and slaps his beast on the buttocks. Paragon releases into a nice stride and shockingly gets ahead of the horse. But he's unable to handle his speed and tilts into the second lane and collides with the beast. The horse buckles at the knees and flips head over hind, and Paragon somehow ends up in the curve of its loins and on the flip around is catapulted through the air. It's a damn sight and one you surely never see again. The horse gets back to its feet and stares around confused while Paragon's unconscious body flies over the finish line. You turn your palms to the horse owner, whose hands are gripping his head. By all the gods, man. Are you not concerned for your sellsword? He'll be alright. Pay up. That's cool. I've never gotten that before. Although Paragon needs some time off now. Head's quite a bit of a headache. So we will just, while he's recuperating, go with that kind of setup. Oof, severe concussion. Right, oh, hello, look at that. Ooh, the male shirt. Well crafted and hardened leather armor. 122 for 8. What do you guys reckon? Should I buy that? That's a lot of money. That's definitely worth buying. That's a lot. That's really, really good. We'll give it to one of the lads who has quite low fatigue. The cool thing is I can probably even slap some heraldic shoulder plates onto it. And then it'll be... Let's see, 162 for 14. But 160 for 14 puts it on par with what we've got here. Yeah, it's only slightly better. And I think we will put the wolf pelt mantle onto this armor. Yes. And then it'll keep the wolf pelt armor on it until we actually have the lindworm armor. 277 EHP compared to 273. It's a marginal increase, but it is an increase. And it frees up one of the leather scales or ration. So, Daotu, to answer your question, if you complete an escort mission, the target city is more likely to get the well-supplied buff. 15 more items for sale, buying for more, selling for more. And then you're more likely to get legendaries. And look, I've got wolf pelts. We should just head over to a taxidermist and go knock up that wolf pelt armor to put on the male shirt. So actually we can go, yeah, -7 hat, which would be what? Kettle is -8 for 140. It'll be one of the other lighter ones. That's -18. 130 for -7. Well, we will hopefully get ourselves a legendary helmet of some sort, which we can then give to Gungnir, who's our, top lad. With 87 and 43, he's our top lad. Look at how close Emmanuel and Gungnir are. 87 and 43, 86 and 42. It's like literally 1 point between them. 58, 76, 84, 87. They're very close together. Right, onwards. Seven. What am I hanging on to all of these for? Almost tempted to pick up another leather scale. It's only 774. But I think for the backline guys, these basic mailed with wolf pelt, that's more than enough for a backline bro. Look at that, we've even got one extra over there. Now here's the question, what is better? The leather scale with the wolf pelt, or the leather scale with the bone plates? I think bone plates. Well, I suppose the answer to that question is it depends on what's hitting you. 155. So there's 15 more armor. So as long as you're taking more than 15 damage, then bone plates are better. So we should try, if at all possible, to farm up some unholds. We are pretty much in unhold farming territory. I mean, look at this. One more fight and Ration will be level 11. We've got a bunch of lads hitting level 11 quite soon. Right, keep working, boys. Oh, look at that. Is that the same longbow we saw? The different one. 50 to 70. Weapon skills build up less 3 fatigue and additional plus 12 chance to hit. I am still looking for archers. The quest for archers continues. I don't think this place might have a Fletcher. If I can find a good Fletcher, I will absolutely hire one. He's determined. I think with determined we can just get him, we can just power level him to 6 and leave him there until he cranks out a masterwork bow. What can this guy be used as? Just a ninja, I suppose. But we just got to power level him and then have him create a legendary bow and then we get rid of him. I'm not going to name him after a viewer. Yeah, well, that particular bow I don't think was worth it. Ancient Legionaries, that's not worth it. Shall we see if we can clear this one out? I mean, this could be one of those. We can Indiana Jones this, but at the same time, I mean, we've got pikemen, we've got throwing axes. We take a look. I think it's time we start clearing out these kind of places now. We are strong enough. Let's see. The Kopesh. Well, you know, I'm going to take the Kopesh because if we have to fight, that's fine. And we got the Kopesh for free anyway. Beautiful. So the Kopesh will be quite nice for one of the torturers. I've become increasingly fond of the Kopesh. For my torturer brothers, I might even have them if once I get enough Kopeshes. So let's look at the numbers. 40 to 60 damage, but this is 35 to 55, so it's 5 less. But the key thing here is the armor damage. 36 to 54 armor damage. 42 to 66, so, you know, it's a nice little increase. And it weighs 2 less fatigue. Nice, so that'll be the first of hopefully many a Kopesh we get. And it just looks really cool. Right, where are we going? Kaltenhof. At a certain point, if we can find dire wolves and a Hexen, I think I actually want to fight that. I want to fight another Hexen. Brigands at Ashen Head. I think it depends on what you are. Okay, this dude will be better, but he's another 1,000. Okay, that's a waste, but whatever. I feel like if you have the Kopeshes in storage, if you got an armored target, use the Kopeshes. If you have unarmored targets like an animal or something, or Nachters, then you go for the military cleaver. Shit ton of dire wolves. Okay, let's make sure we have that extra whip. I wonder if it's worth trying to send my archers around the flank. If we can't get an angle on that witch bitch. And also it keeps them further away from these lads. Let's try that. The dire wolves are onto me. Well resisted. See, a situation like this, I really wish I had the crypt cleavers. Not crypt cleavers, the war scythe. For attacking in a big line. Well done, boys. Hitting your shots. Shouldn't have said anything. Fuck, we're gonna get swarmed here. This is bad. Hey, bleed to death. Keep resisting, lads. Love it. Sorry, doggo. The fact that it's frenzied makes it so much more difficult. Dude, is it just me or are my pole arm guys fucking wrecking? Doggo. So I need the Warhammer swinging the big arc. Yes, 3 rounds in a row with God. I think I'll rotate here. Oh. Fuck, what am I doing dropping dogs against a witch? The dog's gonna attack the witch. And we're gonna be sad. I think, yeah, Levitsmere, you need to rotate Coman out. Coman's having a bad time. I hate to say it, but I hope that dog gets killed by these direwolves. Brock, we've had Brock for a while. Is that 4 or 5 in a row now we've resisted? You see, when you keep everyone around the abandonment, it makes a hell of a difference. Also, I need to craft a Lionheart potion. Wonder what I'm missing for Lionheart. It feels like the lads are starting to get towards the top of their power curve. A lot of the boys are quite dangerous now. And one of the beauties of the polearm guys is the +10 chance to hit. Oh, Jesus, that was fucking lucky. If you look at the backgrounds and the stats on both my polearm guys, they do not have great stats. Look at the interesting is you can't rotate with an enemy target. Suppose that makes sense, doesn't it? Nice work, boys. Charge that bitch. We haven't used the little charge for a while. Get resisted. Jagged fangs, spider oil, elk skin. So we've got fangs and elk skin. We need spider oil. Alright. Just as I clicked shoot there, I had a moment of panic. Well, I realized I didn't check whether she's actually bound to someone. Oh, Brock the War Dog, legend. But now Brock becomes a total liability. Can I... Oh, fuck. Onimaru. Uh-oh. The spider gland, the spider poison. So I should have bought at least one wooden stick. Consistently made this mistake tonight. Oh god, Onimaru's confident. He's just gonna shoot and kill Coman. Ow! Yes, rotating the dog is definitely the thing to do. Everyone's knackered though. 44 hit points. Now, Brock, please miss your attacks. He's gonna land both his attacks, isn't he? Oh, Jesus. Bad dog. Stop it. Bad dog. Okay, is the hex worn off? That was scary. That was fucking scary. Just goes to show, look at our guys. We've got two guys who are fucked up. It's only one witch. Okay, good. I got the witch's hair. I need that for crafting. Holy shit. We need to visit a taxidermist now. And a temple. We got some wounds. This mission's gonna have to wait now. Level ups. 3 level ups. Ration hits level 11. He well deserves. 60 hit points at this point. I don't think I'm gonna take Colossus on him. I probably should. I should probably... I have to either... I think I should take Colossus. That's 15 extra hit points. I feel like Indomitable I have to take. Then it's a choice between Colossus or Shield Expert. Shield Expert will give him an extra 5 or 6 melee defense, but he's going to be standing next to a two-handed weapon user, so a lot of the time if an enemy has a choice between him or the two-handed weapon user, you know, it'll go for the two-handed weapon user. So I think, even though I would normally take Indomitable and Shield Expert, I feel like Colossus is going to give him more, and 60 hit points is just, it's too low. That's made a nice big difference. It's taken his EHP from 260 to 286. Alright, so Ration is our very first level 11 Torturer. It's not exactly the build I thought I was going to go for with him, but it's a pretty damn good one. Been with us for 177 days and has 114 kills in 91 battles. I feel like any lad who has more kills than battles is doing something right. It's my Warhammer build. Read a student gifted. With all these stars, I think he can skip gifted actually. I can take another luxury perk. You know what? Why don't I just grab Colossus right now on Goliath? And he's got 3 stars in hit points. He's going to be so fucking tough. It's the 2 stars in melee skill and melee defense that makes me think I can skip gifted. Let's go for Colossus and just make him a big beefy boy. The beefiest of lads. Although, quick hands and a Warhammer user. Nah. I could go straight for recover. Let's go Colossus. Level 7 polearm user. 76 at 7. That's nice. Very nice. Actually, no, wait a second. I want that, that, and that. That's big. Now, MK2 is going to become even more deadly. Where's my other archer? I've gotten confused here now. Polearm. Oh, there he is. Confused. Doesn't have quick hands though. At level 10, Ikri will take quick hands. He's got quick hands. I certainly think that I'm not getting enough hit points on my nimble boys. I really need to start. It is so tempting to pick up a second bullhook. I mean, you see what work my polearm guys are using. And he is going to be nimble. He absolutely is going to be nimble. I'm so tempted to pick up another bullhook. But we're getting a bit low on money. I really need to get 1, 2, 3, 3 more wolf pelt additions. Oh, look at that. Well crafted Dragon's Dome. That helmet is so cool. That looks like the helmet worn by... What is that in Magic the Gathering? There's the one green Beastmaster guy. That's so cool. What a cool helmet. And 312 for 15. Wow! That's more than 20 armor for fatigue. That is the best I've ever seen. Holy shit. Unaffected by acidic lindworm blood. Wow. Incredible. So if you pair that with a body armor that has the lindworm attachment, you'd have a guy who's completely unaffected by acidic lindworm blood. I think I have a couple of iron will potions already, so... I tend to hang on to one gland because a collector gives you a nice price for it. What am I doing here? I'm treating the wounds. Seeing who's yet to be hired. Oh, a hunter. Give. And also with one shot. Oh, come on. Just give me fucking rain stars on a hunter. What do I gotta do? Fucking hell. Okay, we need some food. We finally get a hunter and he doesn't get stars and ranged skill. 90. Fuck. Where's the cocking taxidermist? Seriously, there must be a taxidermist down to the south here. But that was at Satchel. Taxidermist. Apothecary's Miracle is pretty cool. But basically you pay 250. I'll hang on to... I might make that later. A lot of times, like this is 250 for treating a wound. But most wounds cost less. Night Owl Elixir. I'll come back for the Night Owl Elixir. I'm gonna need 3 of these for when I take on the Goblin Citadel. In case you're wondering, the Goblin Elixir is so great. The nighttime elixir for fighting the goblins is because then I can take all 4 of my archers in, and then all of the goblins will be at the nighttime disadvantage. Okay, 277, 288 is pretty good. Nice. Okay, Goliath, thank you. Oh, I mustn't forget to buy arrows for this bow. Oh, never mind. There you go. Wait a second. So I could shoot is 2 action points. Switch weapons is 4. It's not enough. He needs to level up first before. Well, he's 200 and something away. And he'll be able to quick hands and shoot. So Anton, we need to power level. Who's got the lowest melee defense? 31 there is quite low. I didn't actually know, to be honest, that the Goblin Shaman can do that. But like you say, it'll at least buy you a couple turns while he's casting that for you to attack. Hunting bow we don't need. I really want to make some profit off these copper ingots. We need those tools as well. Fuck it, let's go do that mission. We need to get paid. I mean, our money is very low, but at least we have been making progress. We've bought a bunch of Sele helmets. We've bought the first 2-handed Warhammer. We've bought another Hunter's bow. So we are making progress in terms of our gear. The insect swarm spell can fuck off, but what I find the most irritating is the AoE vines that hold you in place. Oh, I fucking hate that. Is this a nighttime fight? No, there's thugs. I want to shoot the shit out of those thugs. 2 to 3 leaders. Ooh, and 7 to 10 marksmen. I love when the game does that. The game's like, oh, I see you have an easy fight to do. Yeah, fuck you. I'm just gonna more than double the enemies. Great googly mooglies. Am I going to need 2 bundles of throwing axes? I think not. Let's go heavier on the throwing nets so that we can net all those nerds. Damn, I got rid of my... I got rid of my fucking bolts. I think for this one, given how many raiders there are, it's definitely worth using the throwing spears. Who's got loads of fatigue? $81 fatigue, nice. One, 2, 3 is probably enough. 70, nice. Okay, at least I have 1 bandages. 56 hit points is a touch low. Okay, this is going to be a hell of a big fight. Please don't have too many tier 2 crossbows. Ooh, okay. The bows, the marksmen don't look too scary. I feel like we can even move 2 squares forward and we can quick shot. I believe most of my archers have... Never mind. Most of my archers have the bullseye ability. Owie. It's so typical. I've got all these throwing spears and now there's not a lot of shields. Shot. Quick shot is 38, that's not enough. 33 there. 58. Nice. So you look at that, 41 aim and I managed to hit the crossbow shot. Didn't have to spend a single point in ranged skill. Can you get a brigand leader with a pole arm? I think the answer is no. I've never seen it. I think like you might be able to get a champion with the pole arm though. Ow! With your fucking crossbow. Those war brands are serious damage, man. It's pretty nasty, actually. It's a lot of brigands. It's a pity there wasn't just one more so we could get our ambition. Shot. Ow. Love a Kopesh, so good. Ah, I shouldn't have moved there, I should have moved there. Kind of just little details like that. Getting wrong. And I must remember for Paragon to disarm there. Get murdered. Nerd. Off with the head. I didn't give him a whip. That is less than ideal. It's actually, I want to move around here. At least he's breaking. We're just gonna get that one more morale break, and he's done for. Ow! You need to start killing bandits here. It's taking too long. Boys. The Rondox, nice shot, Varwolf. Rondox looking a bit low. That's big though, breaking his morale is huge. Only Maru's having an off fight. Rondox, you actually need to rotate. Oh, you can't rotate because that nerd is injured. Oh, I have another attack, quick hands. Full of mistakes tonight. I think I'll wrap it up after this fight. Or I get someone killed. Oh, it might be happening now. Paragon! Oh, nice, he hit his own guy. Oh god! MK! The Rondox! Why did he rotate? You could have just killed Verondox. Okay, run away bravely. You need to get out of range of that crossbow. Woo, 6 hit points. Come on, lads! It's the overwhelm. We knew it was going to be a tough one, and it has definitely proven to be the case. These misses. Great turn, Verondox. Yes, the chain. Right, men. Charge! The old chain morale break. Someone could get one shot here. They're definitely shooting at Verondox there. Oh! 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 Yes! Yes! I'm gonna buy a full-on polearm. So good. Slaughter them, boys. Yes. I love that killing frenzy also procs when the enemy is fleeing. It's a nice little detail. You know what I was thinking about earlier? The fact that since one of the recent big updates, the amount of lads that I find who have the fatigue to be able to wear heavy armor has just gone right down. Like, the point where it is super, super rare to get someone with enough fatigue to wear heavy armor. Even the farmhands and the vagabonds with their extra fatigue, I mean, they still have the same base stats, but it just feels like they're less likely to have the stars and fatigue. I mean, on my offline peasants, I've got like 20 brothers and only one has the stars and the fatigue to be able to wear heavy armor. What's up, Griff? I didn't realize they actually nerfed Brawny. I think it was 33, now it's 25. But I mean, I've actually got a save file which I can even show you guys, which is a practice offline group where I've got like 6 or 7 guys on the front line, all with heavy armor. Well fought, boys. That was friggin' rough. Look at the XP, 420, 230. Loot-wise, the greatsword is nice. Silver bowl is nice. Not a whole lot of impressive stuff. The greatsword will fetch a good price. Plus 246 gold. Excellent. Degree level 10. Got great fatigue. That's those stars there. Let's see. Let's go. Honestly, I can even buff his initiative and his range skill, because he's going to be using quick hands crossbow. That was a rough one. I shouldn't have to be retreating 2-9. I think you mean retreat so that they follow you, but I mean that I do just to manipulate the terrain. I didn't feel like it was particularly necessary in that fight. We got a decent terrain setup. I've definitely given out too many whips here, but I think I should have 2 whips in reserve. Yes, we got. Hang on, we got 3. That are active, and then there's only 1 reserve. We've got 4 whips in total. We need to get 3 more. Alrighty. Pumilus, he hasn't been needed for much yet. Oh, yeah. I don't know if they will, because, well, it's a random group, but you normally get the text pop up with the, what the fuck, Brigand Central, look at this. You normally get a text pop up with those mercenaries saying, hey, oh no, sorry. That appears when, before you go in, there's a text pop up saying, hey, there's an extra leader, so we didn't get the double pay. Right, give me your tools, give me your ammo, give me your bread. Okay, I'm leaving it there. That's an hour and 36. That's a long session.